Most people are trained to be consumers and laborers. They trade finite time for a fixed hourly rate, then spend that currency on depreciating assets to signal a status they haven't earned. This is the consumer loop. To escape, you need a cognitive overhaul. You need the wealth mindset protocol. This is how the 1% view the world. The machine-like grind in the financial domain is about the transition from labor to leverage. A laborer works for the machine. A wealth architect owns the machine. You must accept that money is not compensation for hard work. If it were, the person cleaning the skyscraper would be wealthier than the owner. Money is a tool for the storage and deployment of value. The 1% do not work for money. They engineer systems that capture value and convert it into capital. The first principle is the asset-first filter. Every time currency enters your possession, it must pass through a filter. The consumer asks, "What can I buy?" The wealth architect asks, "What can this buy for me?" They understand the opportunity cost of every dollar. $1,000 spent on luxury is not just $1,000 gone, it is $10,000 of future compounded momentum deleted from your blueprint. An asset puts money in your pocket while you sleep. A liability takes it out. Until your assets cover your liabilities, you are not wealthy. You are a high-earning tenant in someone else's system. Next is the psychology of time. The laborer views time as something to be spent or sold. The 1% view time as a resource to be reclaimed. They use capital to buy back their time so they can focus on higher leverage activities. Your cognitive bandwidth is your most valuable asset. If you perform a $50 an hour task when your brain can engineer $1 million system, you are leaking wealth. The wealth mindset protocol requires you to ruthlessly outsource the trivial to dominate the monumental. You are the architect of the skyscraper. You do not lay the bricks. Risk is a variable to be managed, not avoided. Most seek security, an illusion provided by an employer who can terminate income at any moment. The 1% view the greatest risk as having a single point of failure. The wealth mindset protocol is about anti-fragility. You build a portfolio that thrives on volatility. You don't gamble. You position yourself so the machine continues to generate momentum regardless of which way the wind blows. Compound momentum is the mathematical core. Most lack the patience to let the machine run. They see slow growth in the early stages and get distracted, or harvest the seeds before they become a forest. The 1% understand the hockey stick curve. The most significant gains happen at the end of the timeline. They treat their portfolio with clinical detachment. They don't react to fluctuations. They stay focused on structural integrity. They see the finished skyscraper in their mind before the foundation is poured. The final pillar is the sovereign identity. Stop asking for permission. The consumer class waits for a raise or a promotion. The wealth architect creates reality. They take total responsibility for their financial results. If the system fails, they audit their own architecture. Wealth is a resultant vector of your decisions, your systems, and your discipline. The 1% ask, "How can I build a system that serves millions?" They move from the local to the global and from the singular to the scalable. To execute the protocol, you must be misunderstood. Let them call you obsessed while they discuss people and events. You are discussing systems and scale. While they are spending, you are building. The machine does not require approval. It requires capital, logic, and time. Audit the filter. Buy back the time. Build the architecture. Wealth is an engineering feat. If you are ready to stop trading your life for paper and start building a sovereign empire, subscribe. The Wealth Architecture series is beginning. We will see you in the next deep dive.